today's video, episode 3 of our Villages of Kent, doing Temple Ewell and River. We're starting here in River because there's only a couple of places that we want to sort of show you in River. And so here's the signpost to come into River. There we go, River. Very nice. Please drive carefully. It's not that old of a village, and it's not that big of a village, but it's got two things that it's noted for. We're coming up to one of them things on the right hand, on my left hand side here, and the other thing is we're going to be walking to after. It's a nice little village. I think it's got nice open areas, as you would expect, but I think it dates back to around, I've just read, about 1800, so again not massively old when you compare to other settlements in the Dover area. And you got anything to add, ma'am?
Yeah, up at the wreck.
Hang on.
There's a new tea rooms open. That is, well, it's not. We've been there, haven't we?
Well, you got cakes from there, yeah.
Yeah. It's really nice. Dogs welcome. Unfortunately, they're not welcome in the actual wreck itself, the grass bit. And Christmas, there's an artist who lives here, and she paints paving stones, slabs, for people to put in their windows as the advent calendar. She did do one definitely on the death of the Queen, because we can show you that soon. I think she might have done one for the Duke of Edinburgh. But
Yeah.
just little quirks that come out of River.
We're at our first place of interest here. There we go. Dover Athletic Football Club. This is the Crabble ground. There's our next few games. If the season goes the way it has, then they'll lose them all. But I'm going to have a walk up. They've got some old turnstiles here as well, look. Really old fashioned, so they used to draw quite a crowd here. I don't think they draw as big a crowd as they used to, and there's another one just over there. And with this new camera, I can zoom into it. There it is. How about that? Right, so this is the rugby ground attached to the football ground. We're going to have a walk up here just to see if we can get a little bit closer to the football ground. So once I get up to this hill, we'll let you know. The Crabble ground, or the Murger Community Stadium. Let's have a look. See if we can see it. I'm coming up. It's a shop. Looks like a bar. There's a little stand there. Let's have a. It's a nice little pitch, isn't it? There we go. It's quite decent. Let's have a look up here. See what we've got. Nice little seated area. Yeah, neat. It's quite a neat ground, actually. There's dugouts, can he? Yeah, I wouldn't send him here on his own. Yeah, quite a nice pitch, quite a nice ground. It's a shame the team are doing quite as bad as they are, but there we go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to walk back down to the rugby pitches. Oop, a bit zoomed in there. I'm going to try and get the drone up and have a look over the top. So bear with me a second, and I'll get the drone up. Well, that's the football ground done. It's a nice little place actually. It's a little community sports area. A couple of rugby pitches, the football ground, which I actually think is a lot nicer than I thought it was. I've seen pictures, but actually see it up close. It's a neat little ground. It's a shame that it's going the way it is, the team. But you can read about Dover Athletics' financial plights if you really want to. But yeah, so this is just quickly show you around where we are. These are the rugby pitches, in case you were wondering. Yeah, nice little place. You just come and do a couple of laps around here, get your steps in. Not bad. And a nice day like today as well. Not too hot, not too cold. And yeah, we'll get onto the mill now. And yeah, we'll see you there. It'll be like this. We're now in another part of river, on the river, which is nice. Have a look. Couple of ducks. A few more. It's the boys going down for a drink. Still getting used to this camera. So still getting used to this camera. It's a nice little place here. I mean, the water's crystal clear.
It is.
Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice pretty part down there. No fishing. Well, I don't think you're going to get any whoppers in there, are you? But again, it's just a nice little part. You wouldn't have thought you're in Dover, which is where we are. Little, got some riverside areas, look at that, very nice. Yeah, very pretty part of the world, I will give it that. Move it in. Crystal clear. Although I wouldn't drink it. It's not that crystal clear. But yeah, it is a nice place. Yeah, this brings us round to the old paper mill. Yeah, so we've got to cross the road. And this brings us to the paper mill. Obviously defunct, not used no more. And like Mum said, it's opposite the wreck. So it's, you know, they do a Christmas fair in the paper mill once a year. Well, obviously it's once a year, innit? Of course, bloody hell. Imagine, it can't be twice a year, can it, Christmas? So here it is. Let me just turn you round. And here's the mill. Just peering out from over this tree. I'm still getting used to this new camera, so hopefully it's you bear with me while I do it. It's yeah, a nice place. We don't come down this way. Yeah, we don't come down here too often. But there's the big water mill. Sorry about the noise in the background. Seems to be a lot of work going on around here. It does work, just not now. I was going to get the drone up, but it's a bit close with all these trees and the wires, so I'm not going to do that. And see if Mum's got anything to say. You got anything to say?
Sorry?
You got anything to say?
No, I thought it might be working.
But they're working on it.
Yeah, but you couldn't. I think You can still buy flour made at that mill.
Oh, right. I thought it was a paper mill.
No.
Oh, it's a flour mill.
Flour mill.
Right.
And
Anyway,
there's a little shop round the side.
yeah. We're going to get out of this noise.
Well, up there, just up
That's
there.
it, I've said that direct,
Did
yeah.
you?
Yeah. We're going to get out of this noise. And we're going to move on to Temple Ewell. And get onto that part of the video. So, see you in a second. In the second village now, this is Temple Ewell. There's very little to see on the high street, as you'll see in a minute. It's, you can just see the top of Mum's head. Yeah. So we'll just do a little video up here. The main thing to see would be the church. It's a Saxon church. And that, so yeah, 1 second and I'll get you onto that. This is Temple Ewell High Street. There's a pub. And it's such a short high street, all I have to do is zoom up it. Don't even have to walk up it. There you go, look.
That pub has been there for centuries.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got a water mill here as well. Yeah, walk in front. This water mill is not in any use, I don't think. So people live in it, don't they?
Yeah, I live in it.
Been converted.
Oh,
That's the Dover Opera and Drama Society. Over there. Yeah. That ain't him shouting nanny, is it?
You know what, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah. So there, this is Temple. We're going to make our way to the church now and show you around the church. Might even be able to get inside the church, so we'll see. See you in a second. This is a little stream that runs through Temple Ewell. We're on a little bridge here. I don't think you can call it a river, but it used to basically power that water mill. I assume this might be man-made looking at the sides, and they've siphoned off from the nearby River Dower to create a stream that went through here to power that mill. Yeah, there's a bit that runs underneath the pub garden. So yeah, I think they've done that's been done purposely to enable the mill to run and create a bit of wealth, a bit of livelihood. So yeah, we're just coming up. This is, unsurprisingly, Church Hill. Most villages around here have a church hill. Nothing to do with a man, it's just a hill walking up to the church. And again, you get some nice views when you get higher up. Yeah, but this is a Saxon church. Mum knows more about the church than me. And we're just coming up to it now. Yeah, it's St Peter and St Paul. And we walk in. Here we are. Nice tree-lined walkway down to it. It's got a graveyard as well. Yeah. Dan, do you want to poke your head in to see if there's anyone in there? If there isn't, we can get the camera in. A little steeple with a bell. Harley will make sure that. Let's have a look in. There you go. It was the Easter service yesterday, wasn't it, for the kids?
Yeah.
So this is the church, our local church.
That's the ladies' chapel.
Oh, right.
I don't know.
Look at the windows, some nice stained glass. And it's a small church. It's a very old church. I think then they date back to the 900s, something on this site. Yeah. Some of the bell tower. Yep. So yeah.
The bell comes from a church in Dover because this church got bombed, I think it was, or they left it to, sort of fall apart.
You can tell it does need a little bit of TLC.
Oh no, it was.
Oh yeah, I know. But now it's even still, it does.
Yeah.
And we're...
But the stone building, obviously not this bit, but...
I think the oldest part of this building that still stands dates back to about 1100 and something, wasn't it?
The Knights Templar built this church.
Yeah, this is the Templar church, hence the village named Temple Ewell. It's built on the Knights Templar. I think that's the oldest bit down there. And there we go. So that is St Peter and St Paul Church of Temple Ewell. We're now going to go to Russell Gardens. So we're going to, and I'll probably be able to get the drone up in Russell Gardens. So we will see you in a second. Right, we're in Russell Gardens now, which is I suppose it is a stately home on Curzon, which is in Temple Ewell. And we can't walk down the riverside there because it's flooded. But yeah, I'm going to get Curzon Abbey Park done over the flyover on the drone. You get a look at that. And we're also going to go to, hopefully, if they let me, I've got to go and ask, the Canterbury Caravan and Camping Club site, see if they let me have a look about with the camera, get the drone up and give you a little tour of that. So that's the perfect base really for anywhere around here. You can get a bus into Temple Ewell, Kersney, River, from Canterbury, also Dover, Dill, Folkestone, and it's only a 15-minute drive if you're going to be if you've got a tow car. So it's pretty much the go-to campsite really around here. You've got Kingsdown, which was in the previous video, but Canterbury is like the central point. You could go to, then you could not far from Herne Bay, Whitstable, Ramsgate, that kind of place. So yeah, so let's just give you a look at I think it's a hotel and some apartments maybe now that Russell Gardens has over there, just up there. Let me just pop the zoom on. There we go. And that's having some building work done. And yeah, pretty nice. With some good views out over the other way. Some gardens over there. Apparently there's been known to have a kingfisher live in this area. So yeah, so this I think is probably a good time to get the drone out. Got a nice flat part here, so I'm going to get the drone out and we'll catch you in the next bit.
Temple Ewell, originally known as just Ewell, is a historic village 3 miles in from Dover. It has a parish church, village school, 1 pub, and public toilets and a village hall. The post office closed last year. The public house on the small high street has been there for centuries, but obviously in different buildings. It is mentioned the village is mentioned in the Domesday Book of 1086, and at that time had a manor house, 5 watermills, and about 50 dwellings around a small wooden Saxon church. So you can see how the village has expanded. In 1163, the king gave the village to the Knights Templar in recognition for their part in the Holy War. That's when the village of Ewell became Temple Ewell. In about 1170, the Knights Templars built the Church of St Peter and St Paul, which is now a Grade 2 listed building. Only a small part of the original building remains. around Temple Ewell there are lots of walks. There's parks and there's nature walks. There is a public park near the school, and further down near Kersney Station are the parks of Kersney Abbey and Russell Gardens, where this drone footage has been taken. There was never an actual abbey. It was a Gothic manor of Kersney House. Kersney Park has one lake that is split into by a bridge. It is a home to a variety of birds. Dogs can be off their leads in the woodland area, but not in the park itself. Opposite the car parking is Russell Gardens. This is a Grade 2 listed in the English Heritage Register of Gardens of Special Historical Interest. Russell Gardens was originally designed as part of Kersney Court, a private country estate. They were designed by a well-known Edwardian landscape architect, Thomas H. Mawson. The 170-metre-long canal pond and Palladian-style pergola bridges are the main features of the park. The pond often seems to overflow in winter. In spring, you may be lucky and see the kingfishers. There are often a small herd of Highland cows to be seen on Old Park Hill Nature Reserve, although I'm not too sure if that comes under Temple Ewell or the village of Whitfield. There are 2 campsites close to the village, both in Canterbury. A caravan and camping one in Big Bexbourne, which looks very nice and is a 25-minute walk from Canterbury, or there is a bus stop right outside the camp. The other site is by the Park and Ride, which I know a lot of people use before crossing to France. The bus service is good, so you're able to reach the small villages easily. Whilst there isn't much to do in River or Temple Ewell, a short bus ride away is Dover, with plenty of places to grab something to eat under the watchful eye of the castle.
Just the last shot here of Russell Gardens. There's a nice for the kids and a sort of like play park area, and yeah, here we are. I hope that drone footage is good. I nearly lost it. Lost range. It came out of range, and had to make sure I had to walk to get it back in. Let's have a quick look at these ducks in this sort of like vanity pond. I don't know if that's what it is. They are there. Here they are. Just 2 ducks. 1, 2. Right, we're gonna. Ooh, I keep forgetting that I'm zoomed in sometimes. It comes right on my mush. Right, we're going to head to Canterbury campsite and try and get a little look around there to show you where the best place pretty much to stay is for the whole of the southeast of Kent. Smack bang in the middle of everywhere. So we shall see you at that next bit of the video. Right, we are here at the Camping and Caravan Club site in Canterbury, but I've asked if I can film around and they've had to get it to head office, and they've just rang me back saying, oh, we've got to email such and such an office, so we're not going to get the video, we're not going to get it done in this video, maybe at a later date. All I will say is it looks very nice, very clean. The facilities look pretty modern, don't they?
They do look nice, yeah.
It's got a decent little shop with minimal essentials, but enough. You know, it's got an information centre. You're about 1.5 miles.
It's a 25-minute walk into Canterbury.
Yeah, 25 minutes walk into Canterbury. You're about 1.5 miles from sort of like the cathedral walls. So you're not far out of the town. There is a bus, and like here, from there you can go pretty much anywhere in the southeast of Kent. So yes, I would definitely look these up when we see a lot of people do the caravan and camping club. So yeah, so that's where this video ends. It would have been nice to have a look around and get the drone up so you could actually see how close you are to Canterbury Cathedral, but I'm not going to step on anyone's, you know, toes and do it without permission. So if I do get permission to do it, I will come back maybe and do a tour. But as it is, this is the end of the video of Temple Ewell and River. I hope you've enjoyed it. Sorry it's been a bit cobbled together. I'm still getting used to this new camera and things like that. So yeah, thanks for getting this far if you did. I hope you've enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, leave a comment, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing, because every subscription is most welcome and helps the channel grow. So we'll leave it here and we'll see you on the next video.